Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Path of Exile Betrayal League. Today we're going to be doing another Tier 6 map. It's an Arcane Academy, or Arcane Ooblet Academy map. Sorry, not Arcane Academy. Area has patches of burning ground, players are cursed with elemental weakness, monsters are more powerful in a lot of various ways, so let's jump right in. Not really a fan of having elemental weakness considering I've been really working on getting resistances over the last little while, and this kind of makes me a little bit weaker to them. So a dab of ink, the poet's pen. I don't know what that is, but it sounds kind of like a dagger or a wand of some kind. But we'll find out maybe if we get 9 of those things. But I haven't seen that one before, I don't think, so it might be kind of rare. Maybe it's only from this area. I noticed that some cards seem to drop more frequently in other areas, like that Thunderous Skies one for the Storm Cloud bow. I found like I think 4 of those in one map, and it was just like, wow, okay, guess this is the area you want to go to for the Thunderous Skies card. There was another one that dropped a lot there too. I found like 4 of each of them. Can't remember what the other one was there. Ooh. I don't exactly know what killed me there, but my guess would be corpse explosion. Perhaps there was a necromancer nearby of some kind. That's my guess. That or some crazy elemental stuff like what just happened right there. Oh man, this place might actually be a bit powerful for me considering these elemental weakness stuff going on. If these guys hit me with the right attacks, they just seem to kind of get locked up in a bunch of stuns and stuff like that, so let's try to be a little bit careful. Not too careful, obviously, because I don't roll like that, but let's see what happens. And using the golem to tank is very helpful. Alright, let's see if I can walk down here without dying this time. Last time something killed me with all these corpses nearby. We got dudes over here, skeletons, or not skeletons, ghosts down here. Maybe those bugs just blow up after death, and that was what they were doing. Might have just been a misplay on my part. Maybe I wasn't aware of the way that those guys work or do their thing or whatever. Alright, so we mostly want to try and get through this map. Not as fast as possible, but pretty quickly. I don't want to spend too much time in this elemental weakness nightmare. Come on, kill the elite guy. Alright. But it would be nice to find other tier 6 maps while we're in here so that we don't have to just keep going back and forth between all the different tiers. My map drops have just been kind of drying up a little bit, so hopefully that will change in the near future. And we can really start pushing. I think the highest we've been is like tier 8 now, in that one Xana map that I had, which was pretty fun. But it was like a shaped cage map, so I don't really know what that means, shaped. So also switched to Shaper influenced maps. I know there's like a guy named the Shaper, and from what I have heard, he is like a boss of some variety. So maybe there's some kind of thing going on there, I don't know. I'll have to look more into it. I've been trying to learn a little bit more about the game, reading up on the wiki, and I downloaded that Path of Building application. If you don't know what that is, it's like a application that contains all of the skills and gems and equipment and other things in Path of Exile inside one application. You can kind of simulate your builds and simulate what damage you might be dealing or what your potential DPS could be and stuff like that. You can add all modifiers and all kinds of crazy stuff. I figure it should be a tool to learn to use if I want to make some other characters, so I can test things out in advance, kind of see where your builds can go. You can also, you know, just kind of understand your own build a bit better if you build it in there and want to see if you rearrange some points, what could happen. Since the game kind of estimates your DPS for you, it can give you kind of an idea of what's going on. But I've only just downloaded that, and I put one build in it just to take a look and see what it's like to import someone else's build and take a look, and that's all I've done. It's pretty cool though. I understand the guy who created it just recently got hired at Grinding Gear Games himself, so I don't think specifically for his work on Path of Building from what I read, but he seems to be an overall good guy for doing the job, so hopefully he'll be kicking some butt over there. Seems like they have a good team over at Grinding Gear, which is really nice because it's good to have a solid ARPG with a good development team always working on it, coming up with new content and interacting with the community and stuff like that. If you're on the Path of Exile Reddit, they're often over there, it seems like, kind of responding to people sometimes. They're active on Twitter, it seems like, which is cool too. So hopefully they keep that up and we have many years of great ARPG gaming to come. But enough on that, let's get back to trying to find the boss in the academy here. For this elemental weakness causing me to lose all my portals. So far I've only had those, I think, 2 deaths, which kind of just caught me off guard at the start there. Sometimes it's just random wild things I don't know to watch out for. But sometimes it's dudes that just wipe me out too, so you never know. But I've been looking into different builds in Path of Exile, trying to figure out what kind of character I want to make next, because I figure I might be keeping this character as just a, at the boss here it looks like, the portal down, just mostly a solo self-found adventure character that I may, oh good thing I put a portal down, may end up getting some trading done for. Whoops, got stuck on Yun there. Not 100% on that, but we'll see how it goes. But I may take the currency from this character and give it to another one to use in trading. Because I don't really see myself spamming a whole lot of things to do crafting, but we'll see what happens. I mean, this character is really fun, and from what I understand, the league is only going to be going on for another 2 months. It started on December 7th, so it should be going till, I think, March 7th-ish would be my guess. Because they normally last for about 3 months, so that'd be December, January, February, and ending in March. Maybe not on the 7th specifically, but somewhere in that time range. So only got a couple more months to kind of learn as much as I can in this league and play with all the mechanics before whatever is coming out next comes out. So I may end up doing some trading after all with this character, but we'll see. Maybe wait till I'm level 80, because I'm almost there. But if I don't make it, then we'll have to keep pushing until we get there, because I think it would be cool to say I made it to 80 without trading for anything. I don't know if that's much of an accomplishment, I don't think so, but for me that's something new, so that'd be cool. And I feel like this build could really benefit from getting some specific items, just to try and push content and see what else I can learn before this one rotates out, because I think for the next league I really want to go hard and get there, get to a character that's doing some stuff before the league goes too far on. Ooh, we got some bugs and stuff. Did I open the abyssal chest? Or is the abyss still going here? I don't know if I ever opened the chest for it. No, I don't think I did, because it would have spawned something. Did I fail the abyss? That may have happened. I may have failed to follow it correctly. Yeah, 'cause it looks like the path goes right here and then stops, so I think I just failed it. Whoops. But yeah, for the next league, I kind of want to get to a high level within maybe like the first week or so, and or not really a high level, but get to a place where I can do some new stuff. Okay, now we're in the arena. That was kind of weird. I'm kind of spend most of the league actually like making a character strong, than just exploring the game. Nothing wrong with exploring the game, but I feel like now that I've done that with this character, I can focus more on actually playing the end game with another character. But we'll see what we can do in the rest of this act here. What's going on with my caustic arrow? It just wasn't on for some reason there. So got that back. Dragoon sword, that sounds kind of cool. Alright, so we got the bonus objective done for this one. I don't know if we hadn't done it before, but it's done now. And we got a cage map for our troubles, which isn't too exciting, but we will see what we can do with it. What other maps do I have here? Cage looks like that. I do have 3 cages, okay. And form those up. So let's see what happens if we sell 3 cage maps. We get a beach map, actually, which is pretty cool. I don't think I have any other beaches. We do have a maze, which is tier 5. So let's do the tier 5 map. I don't like the spider layer, so I'm definitely not doing that one. Alright, alchemy orb it is. Oops, missed. Let's see. Monsters gain endurance charges, shocking ground, whole bunch of Nightmare Edge maze map. Sounds lovely. Whole bunch of terrible modifiers that I don't really want to deal with. So let's go deal with them. Yun's in here. I'm still not too keen on doing the Syndicate all the time just because I do find it to be very challenging, especially the research one. I think I need more HP and definitely more resistances as always. Getting some higher damage at this point might help as well, because I do feel like my damage is starting to slow down a bit. These are very weird looking flying orbs coming towards me very slowly. Not a fan of those, they creep me right out. But yeah, having a bit higher damage for some of the bosses I feel like would be pretty solid. Because a lot of the unique enemies do take a little bit to kill, or just have a lot of like high movement and take me down very easily. So we'll see how it goes though, as always. Kind of just keep slaying stuff. Ooh, gas orb. Hello. Oh, snakes. Snakes in the dungeon. No, thank you. Nice weird flying orb thingies. Chasing after me. Oh my gosh, just a chain of dudes. I love it. Give me more. I don't know what other kind of character I'd like to build, or what I would build for the next league, but I mean, I guess we want to wait until we know what changes are coming for the next league before deciding what you want to build, unless there's something really exciting you want to try. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck between deciding to try something different, like a different class, because I do usually play Ranger. I've only tried out 2 Ascendancies so far. Or actually, I've tried all those 3 now, so... and I do like all of them, but it might be worth it to expand my horizons a little bit. Try a Duelist or Marauder or something. Who knows? But I'm still just kind of mulling over all the different ideas, trying to get myself in a pre-thought position where I've already kind of thought about the different options. Ooh, another spider lair, so that means I can finally turn 3 of those in for something actually fun and doable for me. So I don't like the spider map. Just one and done with that one. Once it's not having to be done, I just don't want to do it anymore. I think I want to build something pretty tanky and hilarious next league, but we'll see. We will see. There might be some crazy gem or something that comes out, or a new damage type. Alleyways map. I heard, I think, another map dropped too. Sounded like it was over here. Nope, must have been that one that did drop. Okay, let's mosey on down this way. This will go over here and turn on the speed so we can run around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Those things were a little bit scary. Are those like weird chimeras or griffins or something like that? Those were just strange creatures that I didn't really know what to do. When I saw them, I mean, obviously run away is a pretty good idea, but I just brain failed there. Looks like they summon these weird floating ball things. I don't know if those would kill me. I just kind of ran close to one there just to see what it would do, but it didn't do anything, so I still don't know. Well, Barrows map, alright. Map luck is starting to change around a little bit. That's what I like to see. Oh, here's more of them. And a her mask. I feel like I've gotten a lot of these her masks. I do need one more fragment though to have a full set of fragments, but I still don't know what the fragments really do, so I don't want to throw them in the map until I know what I'm up to. Alright, we got an essence here. Screaming Essence of Zeal. It's not corrupted, so should we try? I think I have a bunch of those things, so kind of wastes a portal, but let's try it out. Just to see what happens. Alright, where do I keep them? Oh, in the tab 5, I believe. There we go. So can I just take one? Nope. I just want one. There we go. Just one. Alright. Back in the maze. And it's supposed to pop it out immediately, so... Oh, nope. Never mind. Shrieking Essence of Zeal. Okay, so it did upgrade to Essence of Zeal. And let's turn on the Vol Haste and curse him. We've got a Coral Ring and the Shrieking Essence. 30 health on that ring too. So this will give a ton of attack speed. So I guess Shrieking is like the next tier up from screaming. So that's what it can do. It can up the tier. I don't know if that one went up a tier or not. We got 30 max health coral ring. Blood boil. Fire damage, cold resist, reduced effective chill, and increased movement speed while ignited. Interesting. Very cool. Well, that was worth it. I think trying that out, seeing what happened. I don't think Zeal is one of like the super high tiers that you can get something really cool from, but nice to try it out anyways and see what happened. So you gotta look for uncorrupted ones with correct tier or high tiers of the effect, or the ones that you want. You can roll it a bit higher. Is that obviously makes the enemy a bit tougher, but that's life in Path of Exile. Want good stuff, gotta do tough stuff. Sometimes you can get lucky, it seems like, though. So I think I got hit by a toxic rain there. Another Chaos Orb, thank you very much, and another Her Mask. Seems like the Her Mask likes to drop in the maze here. So if I ever need to farm sacrifice fragments, I might just come here. I don't know if there's a better place or not. Possibly. Let's make this one magic. Lightning Storm, no big deal. We're not going to stand near any of that, but we'll still die anyways. I guess because I was standing in shock. If I wasn't standing in the shock effect, those skeletons might not have demolished me there. So where were we? We were way down, I guess? Yeah, it looks like that's probably... Yeah, I remember going across this bridge, so... Must have been down here. Somewhere. Must have been over this way. Yeah, this looks like about where I would die. Alright, let's take all these guys down, get my nothing. And let's head down over here. See if there's anything down in this room. Kind of pre-fire, because you never know when you're heading... I feel like heading down in Path of Exile is often the most dangerous because of the perspective. You can kind of see a bit above you, but not a whole lot down below you. But that's why having good survivability is important. Alright, is this a boss here? Looks like they just burrowed into the ground. That was weird. Maybe not? I don't know. No, it looks like whatever it was, I might have killed it. Let's zoom over to the other side. Oops. And get stuck. There we go. Teleport is awesome. In the chest. And a free fire. Just in case. Oh yeah, the maze boss is the thing from Act 2 or 3? I think Act 3. No, Act 2. Yeah, Act 2. Right? Oh, here he is. Alright, turn on that Vol Haste and oh, it's doing the beams. Gotta watch out for the beams. Something drop anything cool. Oh, sash. It's not really worth running back for, so I'm just gonna abandon that treasure there. And pocket all the rest of this stuff. Oh, I want to keep these maps though. Let's drop everything else off. And let's see, we have enough spider layers to roll into a tier 5 map, so let's do that. It's gonna be, oh, it's a maze. Okay, well, that's fine. I like mazes. Alleyways, I don't think I've done that one yet. Actually, I think I have, actually, now that I think about it. Let's do that, hold on to the maze, throw the barrows in there. Do have 2 barrows now. Let's do that one, pocket the maze one, and then over here we go. Hoping to get Nico and all the other masters, really, except for Yun. I know Yun's going to be in every map, but she's always doing the research syndicate. It's like, Yun. That's really like the only one I really don't want to try, because it's just so you have to put in a lot of time and effort and really try like super duper hard, because you're not just fighting the enemies and trying to survive, you're trying to save all the evidence, which sometimes when it's like save 4 out of 5, it's like, oh my gosh, that's really quite challenging for my character to do. You're asking a lot. Alright. Whoa, it's a crazy couple of spinning blades on that tree there. They got stuck or something. 2 orbs of transmutation. Just gonna kind of try and patrol back and forth, try and clear out all the different groups of enemies. See if we can't farm some actual items from them. Gotta level up on my curse on hit support, which is great. Alright, let's go up here. Cross the bridge. Oh, bunch of dudes. Try not to get taken out. And there we go, got more champions up here. Ooh, a laminated kite shield. Well, we're finding loot, as usual, just not the correct loot, but loot. I think we could probably spam some prophecies, maybe get that 5 uniques for 1 prophecy and trade them in and see what we get. You never know. Get some pretty cool stuff sometimes. There are some wicked uniques that'll just make your character like super duper strong in this game, so just gotta keep playing until we get some of those. There's also some rares that can make your character super broken though, so always keeping an eye out for those. But I'm still having to learn a lot of ways that like item types work and stuff, like which foes and armors are the good ones and which ones are like low tier or whatever, so you know which ones to pick up. Yeah, I know you're there with your syndicate lab. Like, good job finding all those, Yen, but they're full of dangerous enemies and kind of wreck my face. And I kind of can't deal with that right now. Alright, this area is pretty small, it feels like, but then you get going and it turns out it can be pretty big. Ooh, a Vol Orb. I meant to tell you guys, actually, remember that amulet I had that was like increased projectile speed and projectile damage and whatnot? Just for the fun of it, I threw a Vol Orb on it and I got like level 23 Purity of Fire skill granted by it. It's like, oh, that'd be pretty great if it was like Purity of Elements or something, but only resisting fire isn't great for me. Especially with no other stats like health on it or anything, but it was just cool to do. I'd never really got a chance to Vol things before, but I think you can get some pretty sweet stuff on them sometimes. And we're getting more Vol Orbs. So yeah, if I get some duplicates of something pretty cool, I might try and Vol it just for the fun. Got this guy over here, taking tons of chaos damage and otherwise dying pretty easily. Only 33 monsters remain. Probably just gonna wipe out this group here and call it for this map. No reason to stick around for too long. Victario's Charity. Grant power charge on nearby allies on kill and frenzy charges. Okay, so this is like a really good thing for someone who wants to use a lot of auras and empower their friends and yet also survive at the same time. Pretty handy dandy. Throw all this in there. Let's see, I guess we'll do another maze map. Keep trying to improve the loot on all these maps to see if we can get obviously better loot, but more maps please. Increased quantity of items might help me get maps, I would think. Who knows? Let's just keep moving. Got some different kinds of enemies in the maze this time, which I'm pretty okay with so far. Sometimes you get some pretty horrible enemy types though, but these ones so far pretty okay. Got some spellcasters, but as long as you don't get the ones that can like dash up to you like snakes and the other dudes that look like zombies with things on their heads, as long as you don't get those guys, they don't run up and just spam some abilities on you, you're pretty okay. Ooh, these guys are actually kind of dangerous. Spam them there a little bit. Make sure they go down. We'll run in. Check out the place for loot. Got an armory map. I don't mind the armory. What was that? Oh, it's just a rare. I thought it was a unique enemy for a second there. Spam all these guys down. Take that orb of transmutation. I wish there was kind of an orb pickup feature, but I guess that would encourage botting and stuff like that, which would kind of suck. It's really a damn shame that botting exists for a lot of things, because it just takes a lot of the fun away from certain games. It's like if you could have certain games that are like intended to have botting and automated features, like if you ever played Black Desert Online, that game has a lot of things you can do while you're tabbed out. It kind of has like a run in the background mode where it'll you can fish, you can level up your riding skill, your running skill, make deliveries. You can do all kinds of stuff, I think, while you're offline or off doing whatever it is you want to do, and still level up your character and stuff and make money. It's pretty awesome that way. So I don't know if a lot of people bought in that game aside from doing the AFK feature, which I don't know if there'd be certain things worth buying, but it does kind of add limitations to design sometimes when it's like you gotta watch out for the ways that people could abuse things. Because if there's a way to abuse things, somebody will abuse it, and all it really takes is one person to abuse a thing before it's like, well, if you want to compete for the top spot, or you want to be able to do anything worthwhile in the league, you gotta do it as well, and then everybody starts doing it, and then you got a problem. So it's a slippery slope, and you're pretty much guaranteed to slip down if you open the gates to doing that kind of stuff. I mean, you can see how things work out when something becomes overpowered or broken in terms of the way it interacts with the game. A lot of people jump on it right away and take advantage of it. Not so bad in a non-competitive environment, because, like, say there was like it's a pretty silly example I'm about to use, because Nintendo rarely has bugs that would affect their game in a way like this. But say you're playing like Super Mario on the newest console or something, and Mario's jumps on some level are glitched to be 10,000% of what they're supposed to be, and so he like always launches into the stratosphere every time he jumps. It's like that'd be pretty game breaking, and you know, you want to fix that right away. So shoot, between that boss fight I kind of lost what my train of thought was there, but you know, you don't really see a lot of bugs, but when you do, you can sometimes see something pretty ridiculous and want to get it fixed. But you know, sometimes there's I guess what I was trying to say is sometimes in like ARPGs there's game breaking bugs, in the sense that like something will scale an item or an attack to an extreme, and some people will jump on the advantage, jump to take advantage of that, and make the game like just not as fun for other people, because it is a kind of a public, more competitive environment. There are leaderboards for things, but you know, Super Mario, like, I think this was what my point was. Any freezing? No. If you have like a bug in Super Mario, it's like that affects people playing it, but it doesn't affect a competitive community if there's no leaderboards for it, right? You know, sometimes if there's a bug for, like, if there's like a speedrunning thing for that level on a public leaderboard, and anybody that did the level with that jump glitch prior to it being fixed, that would be an unfair advantage. But that's kind of a stretch of an example, if it makes sense. Sorry, my thoughts were a little bit all over the place there. It's sometimes difficult to keep a long thought together while doing this, but you know, practice makes better effort, so keep trying to practice, get better at it. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to get better about cursing some of the stronger enemies, because the damage difference does seem to be pretty huge sometimes. And we only got 25 monsters left here, but we do have one champion pack. Let's wipe them down. Nothing. Alright, let's portal out and try again. We just keep getting shafted on the loot here today. Nothing too surprising or amazing coming our way. Was that an armory map? Yeah, not even worth writing home about. What do we got here? Might do the beach map. The glacier map's pretty nice too. Yeah, we only have one glacier and one beach, so let's do the beach. It's a bit more relaxing. Maybe we'll have good luck. Ooh, 2 rogue exiles. Alright, that sounds dangerous. Let's give it a shot. I kind of like the beach because it feels pretty short, pretty sweet, and I just like the brightness of it. Sometimes you can get a little bit tired from running around in dungeons and the darkness all the time. Need some fresh air. We got some rare two-tone boots here. Those can be something pretty good sometimes, because they're two-toned, which means they're double resistance boots. So if you get some sweet rolls, you can have some sweet boots. Alright, we got one of the rogue exiles here. He's warping around with a lightning warp, it looks like, and also doing some kind of like lightning attacks on me. But he went down. Alright, that was pretty easy actually. Let's continue on. We're only like a quarter of the way away from hitting level 80. And since progress is kind of going slow, I think I'll give it some more thought in between this episode, and yeah, it might take a few episodes for me to figure it out. We'll see how it goes, but I may end up starting the trading system and see if we can pick up some sweet loots. I'll give it some more thought first. Maybe I can come up with a different idea, or maybe that's not what I want to do. We'll wait and see. Because there is only a couple months left in the league, and I like using this league as a great learning opportunity because there's a lot of different mechanics, different ways to get loot and stuff, so it'd be good to learn about all of them so I know what I'm doing when the next league comes around, because I have a feeling that a lot of these mechanics are going to be sticking around, possibly even the Betrayal League stuff, so the Syndicate could be sticking around in some fashion. We'll have to wait and see though. You never know. Maybe they'll get rid of all of them, or maybe it'll be fused into some kind of mega mechanics. You can dream. That looks like the boss is behind us there. We got another round shield, a Baroque round shield it looked like it was called. We'll check that out a little bit later. Looks like the boss is right here, but let's quickly zoom over this way and just see if there's anything worth killing. Do you have any kind of orbs that'll enchant this? No. Touch it and warp it. Put down the toxic rain. Probably won't get anything from this one, but an orb of transmutation. Can use that on the next strong box. Alright, 19 monsters remain. Let's just run straight to the arena after putting down a safety portal. And I don't remember who we fight here. Oh yeah, it's like a Hail Rake, but 2.0, called Glace. And he doesn't like toxic damage, and he goes down. Page map. Alright. Got a map at least. Tereso's Courage. We found his weapon earlier. All elemental resistances, 20% chance to block attack damage if you block a spell, and vice versa. So that's kind of cool. Alright, back we go to the stash. Go into the tab 6. Drop off the loots. Actually, let's check out these rare two-tone boots. Life is good, and the resistance is good, but not enough mods to make them legendary. Alright, so can't sell anything to Yun, so what do we want to do? We have, I guess we'll do the Glacier map next. Hopefully we can find some tier 5 maps. Monsters poison on hit, there's demons. That's all okay. Let's jump in. Yeah, I really hope we haven't found any masters aside from Yun. We haven't gotten any super high tier maps. This has been kind of a rough episode so far. We've gotten a few uniques, which is pretty sweet. And our kill speed, aside from walking into all those projectiles, feels pretty okay. So, just gotta hope for some more good drops pretty soon here. Yeah, let's see. Got a trunk. And I did learn a little bit about Delve while reading the mechanics and stuff. So it turns out the thing that follows us, or rather that we follow, is called the Crawler. And it lights the area. And also what it does, I found out, is it actually vacuums up all the loot in a certain radius around it. That's why I don't see any loot dropping from those enemies. And then when you get to the end, it actually drops out all that loot for you when you have completed whatever thing there is. So that's what happens with all the loot. And also it turns out it might be worth going back and exploring in between, because it does sound like you can find whatever you're looking for. And also, another thing I learned that I might be taking advantage of is the Crawler will stop for you when you move, or when you're too far behind it. So there's no real rush to keep up with it as long as you stay safe. So I might take advantage of that, kind of find a spot I want to go exploring, and just stop there, use some flares, dynamite, whatever's required, and go take a trip off to the side. And I think that might be the smarter thing to do, instead of constantly chasing after it like I do in a desperate panic to keep up with it. Because that doesn't seem to be the way you're supposed to do this. It seems to be more of these, go exploring this spelunking cave, take advantage of the time to look around and and look for some cool stuff. So I can't remember who our boss is here. It's a bunch of goat men. Oh yeah, it's one like super big goat man that comes down and is like, whoa, 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 you killing all my goat man friends. There we go. Highland blade. Let's put a curse on him. He's gonna hop around. Oh, and he actually stomped me down. Jeez. I didn't think his stomp had that big of a range. That's why I put down the safety portal. Grab the Highland blade while I can. And turn on the Vol Haste so we can really just walk around and drop some chaos damage on him. Try and shoot ahead of him. Alright, we got him. That was pretty dangerous. What's this Highland blade here? Rigwald's charge. Increase attack and movement speed. Pretty low damage on it, looks like. I don't know much about two-handed swords, but I would say that looks pretty low. Ooh, 79 max life and rarity of items. If that had resistance, that would be pretty nice. Just checking out a few items here, see if anything cool dropped. Oops, didn't mean to grab that. So we still got lots of enemies here, so let's continue on and see if the enemies will drop us something nice. And yeah, I'm starting to think I might have to just be vendoring some uniques or just leaving them behind in some situations. In the 39 max health leather belt, that's exactly what I want to find. Because sorry. I forgot what I was talking about again, because all this stuff keeps throwing me off. Oh yeah, vendoring uniques. I might start selling some uniques or just leaving them behind, because I'm starting to get a ton of them, and I have tried Googling, like, what are you supposed to do with all these extra uniques, and one guy recommended using what they called science orbs, I guess, which are Vol orbs, and just seeing what happens. So maybe we'll put aside a collection of things that I might think it'll be fun to Vol orb, and we'll make like a little section of an episode to do that or something like that. We'll see. Or maybe we'll make a whole separate video all about it. Anyways, that's going to be it for this glacier here. I didn't really find anything of note. Let's just slam it all in the stash once again here. And oh, actually wanted to keep that belt out, so we're going to Orb of Chance it right now. Boom. Oh, we got a rare one with 2 resistances and a lot of health on it, actually, and flask recovery rate. Let's see, I have 1708. If I equip that, I have a lot less. That's the only downside, is this thing gives me so much health. So we're going to have to keep using that for now. But that's not a bad belt either way. Pretty good roll for a chance orb. Let's see, what else can we do? I guess we can do a barrows. Yeah, I guess that's the best option. Let's just, getting kind of low on alchemy orbs though, so let's just make it magic. Of course, it would be chaos resistance. That's okay. I did see a craftable mod, I think, that reduces enemies' chaos resistance for, I think it was on the bow that you had to use it on. Oops, I accidentally turned off my ores instead of keeping them turned on. There we go. So I might end up trying to find a bow with that to penetrate resistance, because that's just, I think, a straight damage increase against just about everything. I don't think there's anything that would be bad against. And a lot of enemies seem to get special chaos resistance just from like map modifiers pretty frequently, and that's why using my despair curse on hit seems to help. I don't know if there's like a max amount that the enemy's curse resistance can be lowered, but that's something I'm thinking about. Of course, I want to make sure I don't sacrifice any other way better mods for that would just give more damage in general. But I don't really know how it all works yet, but I've just been exploring, kind of trying out different things, seeing what's available, trying to take all the knowledge in. There's so much to learn, I don't really want to rush into it and overwhelm myself and get confused, so I've just been reading bits and pieces. Lots of champions here. We got a tomb. Let's hop in. Often these are just big circles. I think that's what this one's going to be as well. But still, it's a bunch of XP to be had. Oh, try not to die because we're getting pretty close to level 80. Lots of champions in here. Like slaying all them. Tons of XP. And chances for loot. And that was all. Let's touch that sarcophagus. And there are some dudes in here, if I remember correctly. There we go. Yeah, switch, and boom. We're done in there. Just nuke all these guys up top, because they're up top. Make it a lot easier. Got some bears and stuff down there. Some snakes. Let the Mirage Archer do her thing too. Alright, let's teleport down. And go over here. Got another tomb down there. And an abyss. Okay, let's try not to screw up the abyss this time. So let's wipe out these guys first. And yeah, if we can get some cool abyss loot, that would also be sweet. Anything dangerous over here? Let's try and clear out around the abyss first. Oh, actually, I actually touched it. Let's get this chisel. I have a bad habit of just forgetting loot behind. Alright, let's pop the ball haste because there's actually a few scary looking guys over there. Lots of projectiles coming out. Some floating orbs that look dangerous. Let's try to make sure that I don't get mixed up in any of that crazy nonsense going on. Harbor of Regret, more champions. Oh, we got some abyssal depths here. Ooh. Hold on. I hope I can still go back in. Okay, good. Let's put down a portal and get my golem back. Alright, I've never been in one of these, so let's be careful. Last time I was in an abyssal area in the delve, I got wrecked, so. Oh. Yep, that was dangerous. Alright, well we can just go back in, it seems. I don't think we lose any attempts. Maybe we can just keep trying indefinitely? I don't know. There's a horde in here. A couple hordes, actually. I don't know if these are going to be the same kind of abyssal undergrounds that spawn indefinitely. That cleaver. I think I might have had that cleaver before. Pull out the ball haste to nuke some guys down. Oh yeah, something's trying to hit me hard here. I think it's these like unique enemies or something that do some crazy moves or cast corpse explosion or something like that. Alright, we got a champion guy over here. Take him down. Superior multiple totems. We'll take that just for the vendor recipe. Some dudes over there behind me there. Oh my gosh. These abysses really don't skimp on the enemies, that's for sure. They pack it full. I don't even know if there's any dudes like resurrecting enemies here. It doesn't look like it. Catch those hordes. Hordes seem to have pretty good chance of having loot in them. Alright, so we'll go down here. Oh, got some dudes. They hit hard. Almost all these guys, even the little like normal guys. I have some solid defenses in this area, that's for sure. Alright, Superior Eternal Life Flask there, we might pick that up, but first we gotta deal with all these guys. It's a 33 health belt there. Lots of these like big skeleton scorpion guys that seem pretty deadly. I wonder if there's gonna be like a boss to this area. That guy just like teleported onto me. Alright, we got some orbs here and some scraps and whetstone. Alright, okay. Still gotta keep pushing through. Tons of XP down here, which is kind of nice, but... Oh, what the heck? We just found like a wall that collapsed or something? Is this gonna be like the boss of this area? Or is the boss gonna be in here or something? This is kind of a trip. Oh, there's a door. Wonder if that means that's where the boss is. Got some champion groups guarding it. Man, there's just dudes everywhere in here. Let's see, oh yeah, that's an arena. Alright, well, I kind of want to go back and explore the section that I missed up here, because there was one small little path I missed really quickly. With a horde. Which might have something cool in it, you never know. Let's fight these guys. I don't know, I like to be thorough in a new area, because you don't know if there's going to be a section that has like a secret treasure or something. Oh, almost missed a jeweler's orb too. Okay, well, oh, there's actually a little path up here as well. I wonder if we can open a portal down here. If we can, we will. But I don't think it matters for this area. I don't think it'll let me. Let's try. Nope, no portals. Okay, who's the boss? Oh, they did something. Alright, so they got some kind of crazy ranged attacks. Oh yeah, they do. Mamanu, Liege the Lightless. I guess I could have let my dots deal more damage there, but I want to get back in and try again. I think he probably deals chaos damage. Probably like most things in the Abyss. So, probably just have to dodge most of his attacks. Pretty quick run back there though. The Abyss doesn't seem too terrible. Let's hop into the arena here and try again. Okay, he summons like crystals and dudes to fight, so I don't know if this is like a phase thing or it's just like what he does or what. Oh, there's a tunnel. Okay, so we can follow him through the tunnels, I guess. Maybe he just is in one of the random ones and will summon guys. Oh, we have to like fight him or find him. Or maybe we have like, I don't know what's going on here. We got an Abyss that's just pumping out dudes. And I got like things to kill. Oh, there's a spiked club. No more timer, so maybe that thing had like a timer before it was just gonna like nuke the whole area. Let's grab that Academy map, which is actually a tier 6 map, I believe. Okay, we got the curse on him. Oh, he's got like an AoE that he's doing. Gotta kill these hearts, I think. I don't know if they have like their own HP bars, or like if they take like damage over time, I mean. Oh my gosh, that AoE that he does is crazy. Oh, he's doing stuff. Got more of these Stygian hearts. I wonder if I just have to like get through so many phases or what. Alright, blow up all the hearts. Another tunnel here. So I think the objective is to like continuously wipe out these things. I gotta get my golem back. That's what I gotta do. Oh gosh, there's a ton of dudes here. Alright, we took it down, it seems. So the timer went away, which means I can go back and fight the other guy. Got my golem back. Alright, let's go back out. Try not to get one shot as we approach from here. He's got that crazy attack. It's so deadly. And now he makes like all these mines and stuff too. Alright, let's keep poking around him here. Try to get this Stygian heart things because they're making a bunch of guys and kind of making him invincible, which is not what I want. Just saying. Thankfully there's so many skeletons I can kind of just continue to get all my health back. Alright, we only have 50 seconds left to get into this new tunnel and deal with this one. Just gonna try and just go crazy with the chaos right off the bat here and see if that won't help me out. Alright, it's making all these holes which are summoning all these giant elite dudes. But thankfully when those things blow up they actually leave behind a decent amount of loot. Alright, whew. Let's get everything and hopefully this is like the last phase here. I'm guessing he's gonna, oh, he's doing the mines again here, so, oh, there's the AoE that I don't like. Let's heal up. Oh, he's down. We got another great crown. Whew. What a fight. That was actually pretty tough. I didn't expect that from this. Alright, I guess you can go back to all the tunnels and gather your loot now. So I guess you were supposed to just like do the fight, but I didn't think it would let me back in to gather all the items, so that's nice of the game. I don't think I missed anything, but damn. That was pretty fun. Nope, looks like I'm pretty good to go. Yeah, holy. Alright, well I guess we still have to finish the barrows. So we can take this portal out. And bam, we're back where we started. Alright, well I think that great crown was something I already have. But let's ID it anyways. Oh no, light poacher. 2 abyssal sockets trigger level 20 spirit burst when you use a skill while you have a spirit charge. Whatever that is. +1 maximum spirit charges per just abyss jewel affecting you. 17% chance to gain a spirit charge on kill and recover 4% of your life when you lose a spirit charge. Honestly, that sounds kind of fun to play around with. I don't really know what abyssal sockets do, but the fact that you can cast some kind of level 20 spell when you do a thing, use a skill while you have a spirit charge, and you have a chance to gain a spirit charge when you do a thing. Seems pretty good, but I don't know what abyssal sockets do on helmets and stuff. Can you use the abyssal gems inside of those? Is that what that's all about? So I could find some like murderous eye jewels and stuff like that, and just be like, bam, I'm slamming this in my my helmet. That might be a thing I could do. Wow, those guys all had like a drop the same item. Interesting. And they dropped a whole bunch of them. Too bad it wasn't like a really sweet unique or something. That would have been the dream. But hey, we got to do an Abyssal Depths this episode, so started off kind of a pretty uneventful episode, but that was pretty exciting. And we're still pushing towards the level up there. I thought we might get a little bit closer from that abyss, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Got like a chunk of XP from it, but being so close in this and so late in this episode just makes me so like, oh, I wish I could just continue and finish it in this episode, but it's just taken such a long little time to get the last little bar here, and I don't know if we'll be able to do it in the span of this little section of map that I have left here. We are like 1 bar away, so it's possible. I don't know what this guy's gonna do. He never. Oh, I guess he's dropping rocks from the ceiling. That can be kind of dangerous. Yeah, we're just like 1 bar away, but I might have to do it another time. I don't think there's too much left for me to kill in this area. I think we've mostly gotten everything. Yeah, it looks like we have. Only 5 monsters remain, so let's go ahead and call it a day there. So, next time I may be level 80 and may have already been doing some trading. If not, we may do that together. We'll see how it goes. So, thanks for watching as always, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the series, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.